The news, my name is Alan Mwale. The headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has encouraged the church to feel free to engage government on matters of concern, both positive and critical, as his administration is open to dialogue. The Ministry of Education has emphasized that the creation of the digital curriculum platform was driven by rising concerns over the lack of alignment between many existing digital learning tools and the national curriculum, resulting in inconsistent quality and relevance of content. The Medical Quality Healthcare in Zambia has called on the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA, to ensure the timely distribution of essential renal consumables, emphasizing their vital role in sustaining care for dialysis patients. In sports, Zambia Premier League ZPL Super League side Mufulira Wanderers has reached a mutual agreement to part ways with head coach Tenant Chilumba effective 13th June 2025. We have the news in detail shortly.
The news, 88.5 Sun FM.
And now the news in detail. President Hakainde Hichilema has encouraged the church to feel free to engage the government on matters of concern, both positive and critical, stressing that his administration is open to dialogue. Speaking when the United Church of Zambia UCZ executive paid a courtesy call at State House, the head of state reaffirmed that the government is not in competition with the church, but rather sees it as a partner in addressing national challenges. President Hichilema emphasized that many challenges can be overcome when the church and government work together in the spirit of collaboration and mutual respect. He further urged the church and the general public to prioritize efforts that promote national unity and inclusiveness. He added that the government desires a democratic environment in which a sixth Republican President Edgar Lungu can freely participate as a citizen and national figure.
The drought comes again, because we are doing things. I want to close by saying that the church should not hesitate when there's an issue they need to be addressed. Good or bad, does not matter. It is how we approach each other. It is how we reach out to each other. So the government your government is open for issues, even challenges.
And UCZ Synod Bishop Festus Chulu raised concerns over delays in the government's approval of a proposed 160 megawatt solar power plant, saying timely decision-making is vital for national development. Bishop Chulu also called on citizens to uphold civility, warning against the misuse of freedom of expression. He stressed the need to exercise rights responsibly with a view of preserving peace and national unity.
But an opportunity to foster dialogue, restore unity, and reaffirm Zambia's long-standing identity as a pillar of peace, love, and justice and reconciliation. Mr. President, Your Excellency, we recognize also the challenges and uncertainties that have surrounded this period. And as a church, we commend you for providing sound leadership that has maintained stability in the nation. We further offer our prayers and encouragement as you lead this nation through this trying moment. As a church, Mr. President, we advocate for respectful public discourse.
Meanwhile, during a press briefing today, Copperbelt Province Minister Elisha Matambo announced that President Hichilema will visit Ndola tomorrow to commission the upgraded Kiln 1 and a new lime production line at Chilanga Cement Plant.
I'm sure as you may know, Chilanga Cement used to produce 500 metric tons of cement per day. but they've upgraded the plant and they've put in modern equipment. So the production now will be 1,500 metric tons per day. So the president will be coming tomorrow to commission that important project. This will translate in creating new jobs. We expect Chilanga Cement to employ more people.
The Ministry of Education has emphasized that the creation of the digital curriculum platform was driven by rising concerns over the lack of alignment between many existing digital learning tools and the national curriculum, resulting in inconsistent quality and relevance of content. Speaking during a meeting with head teachers in Livingston, Education Broadcasting Services senior producer Mr. Jeffrey Kanguma said the platform is inclusive and particularly responsive to the needs of learners in remote areas. He explained that its offline capability enables students without stable internet access to use preloaded content, allowing for uninterrupted learning regardless of connectivity challenges. Mr. Kanguma also noted that the platform features interactive lessons, videos, and assessments that are fully aligned with the national curriculum, enhancing student engagement and supporting educators in delivering standardized instructions.
To create awareness of our e-learning platform. You notice that the Ministry of Education entered into an agreement with ZICTA to have an e-learning platform that is inclusive and something that is acceptable by the Zambian curriculum system. There was a concern that there were too many platforms that were there out there, and most of them were not in conformity with our school curriculum. So these features have been made to make sure that the platform is as interactive as possible for the learner, because you have to understand that these e-learning platforms are mainly self-learning programs. It is also worth noting that our platform, also all the videos have been embedded with sign language, so that we bring as many people on board as possible.
Meanwhile, Zambia Information and Communication Technology Authority ZICTA Communication Officer Jane Chilumba underscored the importance of sensitizing learners, parents, and educators on the responsible and secure use of digital platforms. She reaffirmed ZICTA's commitment to working hand in hand with the Ministry of Education to promote online safety and digital literacy across schools.
Our key role in this consumer awareness, after the rollout of the digital curriculum, like my colleague Mr. Jeff mentioned, we were in the 116 districts, we met with the ICT teachers, but then we thought as we go to these provinces to enlighten people on how the curriculum is working, how do we bring our learners and our educators to speed on these risks? So when you talk about online risks, I have circled on cyberbullying, because cyberbullying is the most common online risk among our children. So at ZICTA we have a role. We have been visiting a number of schools to carry out awareness on these devices.
In collaboration with ZICTA, the Ministry of Education has rolled out the digital curriculum platform in Southern Province, offering both online and offline modes in the first phase, which targets learners in grade 10, 11, and 12. The Medical Quality Healthcare in Zambia, MQHZ, has called on the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency, ZAMSA, to ensure the timely distribution of essential renal consumables, emphasizing their vital role in sustaining care for dialysis patients. Speaking in an interview, MQHZ Director General Dr. Quince Mwabo cautioned that supply delays can severely disrupt treatment schedules, placing the lives of patients who depend on regular dialysis at significant risk. ZAMSA has begun the nationwide distribution of renal consumables, including the critically needed NIPRO bloodlines, with priority consignments being delivered to the University Teaching Hospital, UTH, and other high-demand facilities. Dr. Mwabo welcomed ZAMSA's ongoing efforts, but stressed that any delays in the supply chain could result in increased morbidity avoidable hospitalizations, or even fatalities among individuals with kidney failure. He highlighted the need for proactive inventory management, urging healthcare providers to plan effectively to avoid treatment interruptions. He said in order to reduce the impact of any potential shortfalls, health institutions must prioritize patients who are most at risk, adjust treatment schedules as necessary, and improve communication with both patients and the caregivers to promote preparedness and transparency.
To ensure continuity of care, healthcare facilities can prioritize patients' care and adjust treatment schedules as needed, while also enhancing communication with patients, caregivers, and healthcare providers. This multifaceted approach can help mitigate the risks associated with supply chain distributions and ensure that patients receive the care they need. As MKZit, we commend ZAMSA initiative and encourage continuity collaboration with healthcare stakeholders to ensure a stable supply chain and uninterrupted care for dialysis patients.
The Zambian Premier League ZPL Super League side Mufulira Wanderers has reached a mutual agreement to part ways with head coach Tenant Chilumba effective 13th June 2025. According to the statement that was issued by the club board, the decision follows a series of internal engagements and consultations with Mr. Nawanyambe, the agent and representative of Coach Chilumba, aimed at ensuring the best possible outcome for both parties. While Coach Chilumba tendered his resignation, the club has, after careful consideration and in the spirit of maintaining harmony and progress, agreed to his departure. Coach Chilumba joined the 9-time Zambian club football champions in October 2024. Mufulira Wanderers Football Club acknowledge and appreciate his contribution during his time with the club and wish him nothing but success in his future coaching endeavors. Mufulira Wanderers is now focused on beginning a new chapter with plans already underway to identify a new head coach who aligns with the club's long-term vision and development strategy. And in a related development, Mufulira Wanderers is set to appoint Lamek Banda as new head coach. According to sources familiar to the development, Banda will be assisted by Brian Chewe. That sports item brings us to the end of this edition of the news. To end, we recap on the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema has encouraged the church to feel free to engage government on matters of concern, both positive and critical, as his administration is open to dialogue. The Ministry of Education has emphasized that the creation of the digital curriculum platform was driven by rising concerns over the lack of alignment between many existing digital learning tools and the national curriculum, resulting in inconsistent quality and relevance of content. The Medical for Quality Healthcare in Zambia has called for the Zambia Medicines and Medical Supplies Agency ZAMSA to ensure the timely distribution of essential renal consumables, emphasizing their vital role in sustaining care for dialysis patients. And in sports, the Zambian Premier League ZPL Super League side Mufulira Wanderers has reached a mutual agreement to part ways with head coach Tenant Chilumba effective 13th June 2025. And that brings us to the end of this edition of the news. My name is Alan Molle. Do have a great one and stay tuned to Sun FM TV.
Sun FM.
This is Sun FM. It's 1 p.m.